Hi, welcome back to my next Spitfire DCS video in which I will talk about landing the Spitfire. I had real difficulties landing the Spitfire for a while. During my research I couldn't find a YouTube video that was truly helpful. There were a lot of information provided, some unnecessary and some incorrect. But none of them clearly explained it for my understanding. That is why I watched landing videos of actual Spitfires and pieced together the landing procedure from various sources. Now I have created this video that will hopefully make landing the Spitfire much easier for you. Everybody is talking about a three-point landing if you see other videos, but I'm going to show you a two-point landing instead. Because with a three-point landing, the aircraft tends to bounce up after ground contact. This is really difficult in my understanding. The problem is minimized with a two-point landing. Imagine taking off the Spitfire. First you roll on 3 wheels, then the tail comes up and you roll on 2 wheels and then you take off, right? Well, I thought it would make sense if the landing worked in a reverse order. So first you're in the air, 0 wheels. Then you have ground contact on 2 wheels. And finally, in the end, you have contact on 3 wheels. So, and I was right in the end, and I have seen in original Spitfires, in videos from real Spitfire pilots, that many of them are doing the landing that way, and some are doing it in the 3-point attitude. Anyway, enough of the explanations. Let's take a look at the procedure, and I will explain what to keep in mind. I'll only explain, of course, DCS relevant aspects, since I will never actually fly a real Spitfire in real life. Okay, here we go. I will show you this procedure from cockpit view and at the same time external view. So I think this is very helpful, especially with the ground contact. And I will try to explain. First of all, RPM full. You put your RPM to maximum. After that, trim your aircraft and fly towards the runway. Navigation lights on, stay low, stay fast. You want to be fast for this fly over the runway. Boost is around 8. Open the canopy. You want to fly low, parallel on the right side of the runway. And after half, or I do it in the very end, I think three quarter of the runway, you do a turn to the left, throttle back to 0. With this 180-degree turn, you want to get some height and reduce your speed. Now you have to do a lot of things in parallel. At 160 miles per hour, you put your gears down. At 120 miles per hour, you bring your flaps down. During this whole procedures, you trim your aircraft to neutral. You want to fly straight and level, and it is important. You want to fly level. The aircraft must be trimmed neutrally. Now aim for 90 miles per hour and fly to the end of the runway, parallel to the end of the runway. At the end of the runway, you will do a left turn, a descending left turn. Now it's important that you really bring the nose down a little bit. You want to stay at 90 miles per hour, and as I said, it's important the aircraft must be trimmed in a neutral way. Now you descending in a left turn so that you always can see the runway and want to head for the runway in this left turn use your rudders, use your stick, and don't get too fast. You want to stay at the 90. Aim for this 90. If you get a little bit faster, okay, but aim for the 90. Now keep this speed and align with the runway. You want to have ground contact at 90 miles per hour in a shallow way. You want to roll on two wheels, then you reduce your throttle and bring back the speed. Then you bring back your stick and you do first inputs with the pedals. Never stay on one pedal, do kicks on the pedal. Then if you are slower, you do differential braking, so pedal and brake, but again, slow, short brake inputs. I really hope that my video helps you learn or improve the landing of the Spitfire. It remains a challenging task that requires practice for sure. The wheelbase and angled wheel position of the Spitfire are to blame for this difficulty. If this video was helpful for you, I would greatly appreciate your channel subscription. Feel free to leave your feedback, questions or video requests in the comments. Until the next video, Midnight Rambler at your service.